Hi, my name is Deborah Jaramillo, and I'm the director of the Film and Television Studies program at Boston University. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about our MFA program so you can have the information you need to make the right decision for you. So let's get started. Why study with us in the first place? We genuinely believe in an inclusive, student-centered classroom. Our courses are typically capped at 20, a mix of grad students and undergrads. They tend to be discussion-driven, so you can build your critical skills in open exchange with other students. Our commitment to diversity extends to our syllabi and screening materials. We want our students to know the work of scholars and artists from marginalized communities. We update our courses routinely, and with the exception of our required courses, only repeat courses every 2 years. That means you'll always have a fresh slate of courses to choose from. We do have a set progression in our program, but you have the freedom to customize your experience. And even though this is a humanities program with an emphasis on research, analysis, and scholarship, we do believe in professionalization. Our teaching assistantships and internship opportunities give you practical training. Our faculty research and write in addition to teaching. We are active in the field, and we know how to prepare you if you want to take that next step into a PhD program. All right, this is how you'll move through the program. In your first semester, you'll take 2 required courses, TV theory and American masterworks, plus 2 electives. In your second semester, you'll round out your required courses with film theory and international masterworks and take an additional 2 electives. At the end of that second semester, we'll pass along to you your thesis guidelines so you can use the summer break to rest, of course, and to think about your thesis. In your third semester, you'll have 4 electives or 3 electives and an internship. And in your final semester, you'll take another 2 electives and register for 8 credits of thesis. Here are some of the courses we offer as electives. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to kind of scan these courses. Please keep in mind that you're not confined to either film studies or TV studies. In fact, we encourage you to take courses from both of these areas. I want to emphasize that while our progression is structured, you have room to move around. You can take 2 courses outside of our program, which consists of our required courses and the electives you saw listed before. In the third semester, you can arrange through our college to do an internship. You can take a course in production or screenwriting, and you have access to other courses across campus and across the Boston area at other schools. In your first year of the program, you'll encounter courses in your comfort zone and courses that push you outside of that zone. This is your time to experiment and figure out what your research interests are, and it's all leading up to the thesis. The thesis shouldn't scare you, though I know it seems intimidating, but that's what we're here for. In the thesis process, you work with 2 faculty members. One is your first reader and main advisor, and the second offers another perspective that you can access at any time. Your first 2 semesters are about finding your place and your interests. At the end of your second semester, this is when we give you your thesis guidelines. Over the summer, we really do encourage you to start thinking about that thesis, get some reading done, form your thoughts, because the third semester gets very busy, especially if you want to apply to PhD programs. Also, start thinking about who you want to advise your thesis. At mid-semester in your third semester, you'll submit a proposal based on the guidelines distributed before summer. The faculty will vet the proposal and get back to you with comments and suggestions. Over winter break, it really is smart for you to get ahead on your research, because if you only start researching in the new semester, you'll quickly fall behind. In your fourth semester is when the magic happens. Writing chapter drafts, submitting them to your first reader, getting suggestions for revision, and then revising. The whole thing is due the day after the Boston Marathon in April. And at the end of the fourth semester, you get to present your work and accomplishments to the rest of your cohort, to faculty, and to friends. Here are some of the projects completed over the last few years. This is just a sampling, but you'll notice that some of these students are now currently pursuing their PhDs. The students who graduated in May 2021 completed thesis projects on these topics. You'll see quite a diverse array of topics here. They range from industry studies to issues of representation, fandom, and genre film. I'm sure you have questions about assistantships, so here's some info for you. All undergraduate film television majors have to take FT 303 Understanding Television or FT 250 Understanding Film. These are the large lecture courses that we need teaching assistants for. The number of open TA slots depends on the semester and the size of the cohort before yours. So usually in the fall, there are 5 slots for 303 and 6 for 250. Those numbers drop a bit in the spring. So if you're secured a fall TA ship, there isn't a guarantee that you'll have that assistantship in the spring. TA ships come with a teaching responsibility and with training by the professors teaching the course. Grad assistantships are a little different. They pay less, but there is also no teaching responsibility. These are available upon request by the professor, and while we can't guarantee them, it never hurts to ask if one can become available. We see 2 paths out of our program. One is through academia and the other is through media-related professions. If you're interested in applying to PhD programs, we proactively mentor you so that your application materials are of the highest quality. We prepare you to go into a PhD program with our teaching opportunities, and we stress professionalization, which means that we offer opportunities for you to learn more about what academic life is like, either as a graduate student or as a professor. Our students have gone on to doctoral programs at various universities and have been accepted to these programs at University of Texas Austin, University of Wisconsin-Madison, USC, University of Iowa, Indiana University, University of Oregon, UCLA, Illinois, and the University of Colorado Boulder. Boston University's American Studies PhD program is also an option for those of you who wish to continue working with us at that level. We currently have 6 former MFA students at various stages of completion in American Studies. If you're not interested in academia, consider that our courses equip you with skill sets, specifically critical thinking skills, writing skills, industry knowledge, and research skills. Here you'll see professions that you can pursue upon completion of this degree. Okay, so why should you join us in Boston? Our curriculum is dynamic and it keeps up with the pace of change as much as it emphasizes historical grounding. Our faculty members are respected in the field and we have diverse areas of expertise. This may not seem like a big deal, but a lot of schools only have 1 TV scholar and sometimes they don't even get to teach TV 100% of the time. Our television studies professors only teach television studies courses, so you can emerge from our program with solid footing in both film and TV studies. We have just hired a scholar of international cinema, so you can look forward to a consistent slate of international cinema courses. Our teaching assistantships come with training and offer you valuable classroom experience that gives you an advantage when you're applying to PhD programs, or if you want to pursue part-time teaching or a position at a community college. We're committed to seeing our students succeed, so we prioritize mentorship every step of the way. And it's easy to be good mentors when we consistently get amazing students who form strong bonds with each other. Thank you so much for listening attentively, as I'm sure nobody took a break during all of that. Listen, we're excited that you might join us, and we're here to help if you have any questions. If you have big picture questions, please contact Graduate Affairs. If you have any questions about what I talked about here, don't hesitate to reach out to me at dlj@bu.edu. You can also reach out to these faculty members as well, Professor Grunman, Professor Howell, Professor Hall, and Professor Guarana. I encourage you also to look at our faculty profiles on the COM website so that you can learn more about our research interests. Please take care of your families and yourselves, and I hope we meet in person one day.